All right, here we go. Welcome in to another Cavemen Media podcast. Today's show is brought to you by More Property Services. Make sure you check out More Property Services on Facebook. Give Clay and the guys a call anytime the leaves are falling. Don't go out in your yard on Sundays and rake them up. Just watch football. Let somebody else deal with it. Call Clay, 937-830-5524. Check out the Facebook page for all the great work they do. That's MOORE, More Property Services. Check them out. All right. Another Cavemen Media podcast. Columbus Day. Did you guys know it's Columbus Day?
Indigenous people.
Yeah,
Columbus, Ohio.
Indigenous Peoples Day. It's like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving in Canada. It's like a big day today.
Wow.
Big day today.
Sophia got off school.
I got holiday pay today.
A fall break
Nice.
from Miamisburg.
I went all the way to the
Yeah.
base to get there, and it was closed, and turned around and went home.
Nice.
So my day was over early. Yeah, big day today.
Big weekend.
You know what else is today?
Ooh, I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know.
Somebody's birthday.
It's got to be somebody's birthday. Oh, it's
What
my
is
grandma
today?
Judy's birthday. Happy
Oh, yeah.
birthday,
Shout
Grandma.
out.
There we go.
Mama Judy.
Thanks for that. Yeah,
You're
Grandma
welcome.
Judy. All right, here we go. Let's get into the show. We're going to talk football. Obviously, it was a big day yesterday. Sad day yesterday.
Quite the day of
It was a-
football.
it was a good
Quite
day.
the weekend of football.
Really?
I watched probably the most football. I would say the most of all time, but I watched
Quite a bit.
Like I don't normally watch a lot of college football on Saturdays. I'll catch the Ohio State game and then I'll catch the big game in the evening. But Saturday I was home all day. I watched literally.
Yeah,
football
somehow
all
I ended
day.
up watching most of college.
Did
Which I
anybody
never
watch the
do.
fight?
No.
I did not
Wilder
stay up
and
for the
Dude,
fight.
one of the best fights in the history of boxing, literally.
I heard it was really, really.
I
good.
meant to stream it and completely forgot about
Dude,
it.
Parrot and I, like, damn near lost our voice. We were sitting in Bojangles where I'd never been before. Super
This
weird.
man texted me at 11 o'clock. Come to Bojangles. I'm like, dude, I'm in bed.
Well, we
Dude,
weren't going
he
to go, like,
texted us in the group chat at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, you
Did
sent
I?
a TikTok at 3:30
Yeah, I
a.m.
replied to it too.
Yeah, I meant to ask you why you were up at 3:30 a.m. You sent
Oh.
a TikTok at 3 a.m.
Nice.
yeah, I did.
Anyways, the fight was really good.
Yeah. I mean, we were screaming. Like, the whole bar was screaming. They literally just stood back and just beat the hell out of each other. Like, it's what you want in a fight. Like,
That was the trilogy, right?
Yeah.
yes.
And
So,
got
it-
Fury
knocked
won
out.
2 out of 3.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
No, well, the first one was a draw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we need
Well, so
another
yeah,
one.
they got to do it again. What the heck?
The same people fought 3 times in a row,
Yes.
Yeah.
like in the same night.
Yeah, so it's
No.
draw.
It's like the two
No.
biggest boxers.
Over like 2 years.
They won't
out
fight
right now.
again, but it was a draw. Fury won, so you have to settle it. Fury won again.
Yeah, it was a good fight. Do they, after the fight, post-fight, do they hate each other? Or did they hug it out?
So Fury or not Fury,
Wilder.
Wilder was hurt, so
They got him.
they
out.
got him out of there.
I
But
heard Wilder knocked Fury down multiple
twice
times.
in the same round, there was 5 knockdowns.
And then
total.
Fury still won.
I don't know how Wilder lasted as long as he did. I mean, he literally. I mean, there was like 3 or 4 times that he didn't go down that he should have been knocked out.
Yeah.
He got hit that hard.
I was bummed when I woke up the next day. I was like, I should have stayed up and watched it.
Well, you could have met some fine fellows up at Bojangles, but
Oh, man.
all I get back is a sleeping
The
emoji.
Bojangles
I
right
didn't
over
even
here.
text. All I sent him back was a sleep emoji.
We're driving, Pear's driving, and I'm like, fuck this guy.
Damn.
But all right, so wild college football Saturday started with Oklahoma, Texas at noon. Was
That-
crazy,
Dude.
That game was insane.
absolutely insane. Sucks that Oklahoma won. As an Ohio State fan, we needed Oklahoma to lose.
Should have lost.
Should have lost.
I think
absolutely.
they'll lose at some point.
They'll
They're
drop
not very
one.
good.
Yeah,
They'll
they're
drop
not
one.
good.
What's his name? Rattler.
Yeah,
Spencer Rattler, he got
his
benched.
ass.
Fuck that guy.
From
He didn't
Yeah.
cheer with his team either. He just walked off the
Dude,
field.
if you watch QB1, there's no way you can like that guy.
Yo, somebody dropped a video from that, and
Oh,
it was his backup quarterback telling him that the Jack
That he's a
Miller's
shitty
better than
leader.
him.
Yeah, and he was
That
like,
he's a
"You're a
shitty
shitty leader. Like you blame it. Like instead of saying like, let's get better, guys, you're just over here like, you suck, you suck, you suck."
I
This
didn't
is your
watch it.
fault. Blaming
Yeah.
it on the wide receivers.
That's what he did every time. Like he'd throw a pick and he'd be like, "You suck. You should have been a step further." Like,
wow. I mean, he went from Heisman candidate to the fucking bench. So
Yeah.
Transfer protocol.
but
Yeah.
I blame one person.
I just thought it was funny that he told him that Jack Miller was better than him, the
our
third
boy,
string
our boy
quarterback.
Desmond Ritter's probably the first quarterback drafted right now.
he's crushing it right now. He looks good. Well, I guess there's some guy at Liberty that's playing really well.
Malik Willis.
Yeah.
And then there was another
Matt Corral at Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, yeah, Ole Miss quarterback.
Des-
Which that was another good game. Ole Miss and Arkansas was a great game.
That game was
That-
unbelievable. I was watching that game, and
I can't believe they went for 2 at the
They went
end.
for 2, and I'm sitting there, if these guys get this is going to be the game of the day, which after Saturday was probably like
I
not
assume
even
they
top
did
5.
not get it.
Well, then they did not.
No,
and
it
then
reminded
you
me of
had
the Florida-Alabama game a couple
Dude, how
weeks
about
ago.
A&M just dog walking Alabama?
You had
That's the
they didn't dog
highlight
walk
of the
them.
day.
They were at
started
first.
off dog walking them, yeah. And then Bama came back, which I thought Bama was going to come back and end up winning the game by like 20 points. And then
Yeah,
A&M hung tough.
Just like same
Did
old.
you guys see the
Bama, here we
video
go.
of the
Of his
kid's
the
family?
kickers,
That
oh
was
my
so
god,
awesome.
dude,
That
that
was
was
awesome.
crazy. I watched it actually like right before I came. That was intense. That game was good. Michigan and Nebraska.
Yeah.
That was
I
a
didn't see
great.
the
That was a good
Michigan
game.
game.
It was. I think Michigan won by 3.
Three.
It's a
I
close
think it was
game.
like
Dude,
32 to 29. or
As
something like that.
Ohio State fans, we have to be big Michigan fans until the game.
That's what I
Yeah.
keep saying, dude. All these people are like,
We-
"Oh,
no,
we
they-
want Penn
they-
State to lose in Michigan." I'm like, "Do you not want a better resume?"
No, I want all of the Big
yeah,
Ten to
like
win.
I was pulling
I was
hard
hoping for Penn State, yeah.
If Sean Clifford doesn't get hurt,
That
Penn
game
State
was
wins
fun.
that game.
I was torn on that game because either way, we're gonna play both those teams.
Right.
Either way, we're
Yeah.
gonna play Penn State in a couple weeks, and we're gonna play Iowa in the Big
But it-
Ten championship.
If
You got to make it to the Big Ten championship.
We'll make it to
I
that.
think
We got to play Iowa in the
we-
Big Ten championship.
We look a ton better
You
than
probably
we
go ahead and
started.
schedule that game.
Yeah, let me buy your ticket.
Okay.
We're winning like we should now. So
Yeah, exactly. Stroud's,
getting better each
Stroud's
game,
coming
too.
along. He's
Yeah.
still got some
Tulane,
work.
Isn't your season
Arkansas,
over?
Huh?
No.
Rutgers.
Aren't you guys done?
No,
Maryland.
No, we're good.
If every team would have
5
kept
and 1.
winning, like Alabama lost, Oklahoma would have lost, that would have been great. Penn State
I honestly
lost.
would have rather Bama won and Oklahoma lost.
Yeah, for sure.
nah, I'll take how it is. I mean,
but we
Oklahoma's
need
gonna
now we
lose
need
again at some
Georgia.
point.
We need Georgia to beat Alabama.
Yeah.
We need a 2-loss Alabama. We
What do
can't
you
have a
What do you
1-loss
think
Alabama.
about Cincinnati goes undefeated?
Dude,
They run the table.
Cincinnati.
I would love to play them
They
in the
could
playoffs.
still get
No, listen.
fucked.
I hope
We're
they
not going
make
to play them in the playoffs because they'd be 3, we'd be 4, or whatever. What if Cincinnati runs the table?
But if Iowa loses,
Listen though, if
Cincinnati runs the table.
Cincinnati runs the table, it goes Georgia, Bama. I think Bama works their way back. They beat Georgia at the end of the year. Georgia still gets in. Bama, Georgia, Cincinnati, Ohio State. Or does Oklahoma? What if Oklahoma wins out? Cincinnati's 4. We're 5. We have a 1-loss Big Ten versus an undefeated Cincinnati. Who gets in?
I think Ohio
Cincinnati.
State.
I think
Ohio
Ohio
State.
State.
I think Ohio, dude.
Cincinnati,
What-
they did everything they asked them to do. They put 2 more
But dude,
harder
look at
games
the
on
rest
the
of their
schedule.
look at the rest of their schedule. It's like
I know, but what else do you want them to
ITT
do?
Tech, Ohio Wesleyan Poly University.
You just played you just played Tulane, Akron, Rutgers, and Maryland.
I think they got
and
Sinclair
now,
on
Maryland
the
came
now
up with
Ohio
Big
State's
Ten.
back.
But we're going to play Penn State,
Yeah,
Michigan.
we still have to
Michigan
win
State.
our
you got to
games.
win those. That's
We got
what I'm
4
saying.
games that are
Nothing
absolutely
against
tough games.
UC. They're having an unbelievable season. They deserve to be in the playoff. But if Ohio State comes across their path, man,
But
it's
people don't
over.
realize
it's Ohio
it's
State.
not about football. It's
No, it's
about
not.
ratings, money,
Yeah.
people in seats.
But
Right.
I'll take.
I mean,
UC
my
at
point
this
is that UC's like done everything they've asked them to do. They went undefeated last year. They're trying to go undefeated again. They added Notre Dame and Indiana to that. Like, what else?
The
do you
Indiana
want?
game doesn't look like what it used to.
Yeah, I know.
I thought
and
it would
that's-
be.
and that's why that's a big deal. But
That
Can't
Notre
blame
Dame
Cincinnati
game.
for that, though.
right,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm
But
saying. So
Penix-
what else
Penix
should they
sucks.
do?
Indiana should have been good.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough with college football. It's great college football Saturday.
Let's get to
Sunday,
it.
Sunday from 1 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. was a.
You didn't catch. You didn't
What
catch
a
the 9
fucking
a.m. game.
emotional roller
I
coaster.
did
With
catch
me
the,
and my
the
couch, yep.
9:30 a.m., but it was not.
I caught the
was
second
watching.
half of the 9:30 a.m. game.
I was I like put it up on my dash as we were driving down to Cincinnati watching it.
It wasn't nothing to really.
No, it was
Sleeper.
yeah.
Kyle Pitt's breakout game is what that was.
Pretty much.
Dude, Drew Garrison's
What, he had
tweet-
like one touchdown?
He had like 119
Yeah,
yards
119 yards and a
receiving
touchdown.
He had a breakout game for his career. So
Drew
far.
Garrison
right.
tweeted it, had me dying. He was like, "Leave it to struggling rookie to have his breakout. Like, leave it to the Jets to let the struggling rookie break out and come into his own."
Right.
Yep. Leave it to the Jets.
Zach Wilson, I'm out, boys. I'm
I
really
was
out.
in when he beat the Titans, and then now he's out.
Is it him or is it the team he plays for?
I think
Okay,
it's
the
him.
Jets
dude.
are god
So, a
awful.
lot of his
Both.
interceptions are his fault.
I mean,
it's
Sam
just-
Donald was the same way.
I think it's both. I think
Yeah.
it's both.
he
I
was
just
seeing
don't think-
ghosts one year.
I don't think
Yeah,
he should
but
have been
Sam
drafted
Darnold
that
played
high.
for Adam Gase, dude. Everybody sucks under Adam Gase.
Who's the
Who
coach
does
now in the
Wilson
back?
have? He
Robert
has-
Sala.
He's a
So-
defensive guy though. What
I don't know who- I
offensive
don't know who
guru
they're-
do they have?
I don't
that-
know the answer to that question.
Yeah, me
I don't know. We got Zach Taylor. He's an offensive guru.
Who's the Jets
Offensive
OC?
guru. Who the Jets? What?
Offensive coordinator.
Who's the
I
Jets
have
coach?
No idea.
Robert Sala.
Robert
we just
Saleh.
said
Saleh,
that.
From
the-
Niners.
Oh, it's
Saleh.
Matt. It's Mike LaFleur. It's
Oh.
Matt LaFleur's
Yeah,
brother.
so that's a solid
That's a
offensive
solid
line.
offensive
So yeah,
player.
it's on Zach Wilson.
So
Yeah.
here, all right.
No,
so since
that's
we're
not
talking
on Zach
NFL,
Wilson. He has no help. Name one other player that plays on offense.
Dude, they
for the
actually
Crowder?
Corey Davis. Jameson
Corey Davis.
Crowder.
Who?
their running
play
back
for the
Michael.
Jets?
I know, but come on.
Their running back, the rookie Michael Carter, is playing well now too.
Yeah, he is actually
Yeah.
playing pretty well.
All right,
but they
fuck
don't
the Jets. Why are we
Yeah,
talking
why are we
about
talking
the
about
Jets?
the 9:30 game?
All right.
It's the Jets,
Since-
man. It's
shut
the
up.
Jets.
Since
We're
Jake,
trying to be well versed.
Jake dropped Zach Taylor, my hot take. Cody heard it, Connor heard it. Zach Taylor, I'm sold as a head coach. Sold. He has the locker room. He has his guys. He needs to give up offensive play calling to Brian Callahan. I'm sold as him as a head coach.
His
I really am.
decision making on plays just needs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it's his play
yeah.
calling.
Well,
It's like,
okay. Wait.
everybody-
You said
no, I
Brian
know what you're-
Callahan.
Yes.
And on the way up here, I was listening to the radio, and Dave Laplin was talking to Callahan, and Callahan was like, "Yeah, I mean, we ran the ball there on that crucial 3rd down and 5."
See,
He
I'm
said
not-
because he was worried about us throwing an interception or something.
I'm
like
not. I agree with that play call. You're in Evan McPherson's range. You run the ball for 3 yards. Nothing happens. You don't fumble. I'm comfortable with him kicking that
Right.
field goal. I agree with that play call there.
So
Is that
Bengals,
right before
Packers.
he kicked the 57-yarder
No,
or
no,
the other one?
the very last one,
very
the
last
one in
one.
overtime.
The one that everybody
The
thought that was
49 or whatever
Oh, no,
it was,
you're right.
47.
The one he thought he made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
That was crazy. So yes, Bengals fall to the Packers 22-25.
Crazy game.
Absolutely
Crazy.
unbelievable, crazy. You can't make this shit up game.
No.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Dude, I lost 5
Windy
years
day
off
in
my life.
Cincinnati.
Seriously.
Windy day. So Crosby missed 4 kicks.
5.
I think it was 4.
4 and an extra point.
4 and an
I
extra
think it was
point.
3 and an extra point. It was 4 of
4
7
and an
on
extra
field goals.
point.
It was 4. There was a 5 or 6 total in the game.
There was 8
Yeah, at
total.
Evan
missed.
2.
McPherson missed
Yeah,
2.
you're right.
Crosby missed,
Missed
4.
4.
He missed 3 field goals. He was 4 of 7. I
And
looked
an-
it up.
and an
He was
extra
Okay.
4 of
Yeah.
7 on the field goals, which the fact that he kicked 7 field goals, and then he missed an extra point.
Defense,
It's our
baby.
defense stood up. I mean, instead of letting them score, it
Yeah,
was,
no, absolutely.
Bend,
Yeah, our
don't
defense
break.
looked like it came out to play.
I mean, I'm sorry. When you hold Aaron Rodgers, I mean, before the last field goal, you hold Aaron Rodgers to 22 points, you should,
You
win,
should
the
win
game.
the game.
Yeah.
I think Burrow played well. 26-38, 281, 2 touchdowns. The 2
Shit.
picks, though.
His
The la-
picks
I mean,
were
the
Two
one
picks,
was
big.
whatever. The second
So,
one was
I heard a guy talking today. They think Tyler Boyd ran the wrong route.
he had to have. Why would Burrow
Yeah.
just blindly, like, clearly throw it to the
I
opposing
don't.
team?
That was
Like,
just a weird play.
He-
It
Tyler
seemed
Boyd
weirder
looked like
'cause
he
it
I
was
like,
the
look,
first
and
play.
I'm like,
Some may say he big bended.
It
Yeah, I
just
was like,
happened
where is he
so
throwing?
yeah,
fast.
he threw at the Big Ben range, you know, like at
we
the
get
line
the
of
ball
scrimmage.
back, fucking like first play on that drive, throws an interception.
Yeah,
You gotta
Connor's
be
like
fucking kidding.
Like literally within 30 seconds, it felt like Connor's like yelling heads, heads. Yes, it's heads. We got the ball. Next thing you know, Burrow just right to the fucking
Yep.
middle line.
Hey, 6-0 on coin tosses though.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like, don't give Aaron Rodgers the ball.
I saw on Twitter the Bengals have won their last 6, which is like a 1 in like 3,000 odds of doing.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Damn.
Yeah, crazy game. It was super weird seeing McPherson celebrate for that field goal when he clearly missed. It was a clear miss.
Well, I don't know. It was,
If
He
you
hit
like,
the
I went
flag.
back and
From his
watched
angle,
it.
like-
It's dead on, and then right at the end, it just
Yeah.
like
I guess if you're standing on the field.
I guess
it
if
may
you're on the
look-
field,
I don't
They
think he
said-
watched
angle at
it through
but
either. It looked good. He's celebrating, turns around. What?
Connor's in the other room screaming, yelling. He missed it, and I'm like, Connor, they're celebrating. What the hell is going on right now? It's a
Well,
weird.
Huber
scenario.
said he got under the ball, and
That's
when you
what
get
you-
under it, it hangs too long, and so when it hung up in the air too long, it
Yeah.
curved.
Well,
And
the
how
one that he
windy it
missed,
was,
he
like-
missed what from like 57 or
hit the
something off
upright at the top.
At the
Yeah.
top, halfway. I'm like,
That
that,
was
thing
good
was
from
good
66
from 70.
yards.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Well, Zach Taylor said in his press conference, if we had to kick a 70-yard field goal, he can kick it. Like he has.
But
the
wouldn't
leg.
let him kick from 58 earlier in the game,
But-
and we punted on the 40
See, I knew
fucking yard
I
line.
knew you were going to say that. I agree with that. You can't give Aaron Rodgers the ball in the middle of the field. You can't
That's
do
playing
it.
scared.
I don't care. You can't give Aaron Rodgers the ball there.
You try that
cannot.
when you're ahead
Then we
like that
can't
call.
lose.
Yeah.
I
Then
like that call too.
against
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
You have to play field position when
Defense is
Aaron
playing
Rodgers.
well.
Overall, I'm going after like watching this game. I'm thinking like I'm liking what the Bengals are playing. I don't know how I feel about the Packers anymore. I mean, they're still a great team. I don't know if they're going to make it back to the championship.
If
but
you would've
overall,
told
I'm
me
feeling
at the
good
bi-
about my team going forward, especially
you-
playing the Lions.
If you would tell me before the season that we would have lost to Green Bay in overtime, I'd be happy.
no chance.
Be happy about it.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, and then unicorns flying. My
I thought
front yard
Bengals were
every
going to
day.
tie again.
And yeah,
Oh man, I thought so too.
that
They
was
kept
going
missing
that
field
way.
goals.
Dude, so you guys know that meme where it's like the woman laying in bed and the guy rolled over and it's like he's thinking about another woman. Well, I saw one today. It's like he's thinking about another woman, and above the guy it says, it says Google, how can I donate a throw? When that was right after they said
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
I mean, Rodgers and Adams. I mean, they're just on another level.
Well, that's
than
what
any
I
other
was.
was
guy.
so
That's what I was
annoying.
telling Connor. There was 3 third downs that no other quarterback wide receiver in football.
Well, then there was
convert.
the one at the end to Cobb for what? It was like 3rd and 13. He got Cobb.
Yeah,
Is that
which
the one
it-
that he just kind of turned around and?
the ball should have got batted down, and somehow Randall Cobb just ends up with the
Yep.
ball.
That was an insane play.
So hold on. My thing is about the game is I don't see anybody complaining about. Was that catch at or Jamar Chase throw or catch at the end not a
I
catch?
didn't think
It was a catch.
I look
Yeah,
like
they
a catch to
ruled
me.
it a catch.
Yeah, they ruled it
Did they
a
rule it a
catch.
catch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they originally ruled it incomplete.
Oh,
They
I walked-
reviewed it.
I
And then
walked
it
Yeah,
was,
I was pissed off
Never
because there was
mind.
no review. I'm like, why? I was like, review that shit. That's a
So
catch.
the one
See,
I
I
had
just saw no
kind
catch
of
and I walked
an
away.
issue with is I don't think Devontae Adams completely secured that catch.
That
There-
yeah, that's
touchdown?
what I'm saying.
and there was no review. It was inside 2 minutes, and there was no review. Which
Somebody
I don't.
said
when it went out of bounds.
Yeah, somebody said
Like-
Odell did the same shit and they called it incomplete.
Odell did have the same thing, but they called it complete.
No. When he played for the Giants,
Oh.
it was some Giants fan. that
Like
commented
the
and
whole
said that.
thing, big thing with the catch in the NFL is you have to complete the play,
Yeah.
and then they don't even review it.
Was it on the touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when it's
It
in the
should
end
have
zone,
been
they
reviewed.
don't. It's
And then I think Aaron Jones fumbled before they
Yes,
blew the whistle
before they
too.
blew it dead, and Joe Mixon had a first down.
Yeah,
That
they
was a
blew
first
that
down.
that play.
I mean,
back so
officiating, we
quick.
can all agree.
What-
on
we're,
that.
we're about to talk about the fucking officiating. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
all around.
All right, so-
awful yesterday.
So Bengals fall to 3-2. They face the defeated 0-5 Detroit Lions next week. 0-1, or at 1 p.m. Sorry, they're 0-5. They play at 1 p.m. next week.
Hey,
We'll
Drew
be there.
Garrison had a tweet about that, dude. He said,
Trap game.
Yeah, and he
Big time
said,
try game.
he said you got a coach that's crying.
They're gonna
and
play hard.
Yeah,
They're gonna
you-
get their best.
So you can't
I saw Andrew Hawkins tweet today and goes, "I would run through a wall for that guy."
literally.
They're
For
gonna
who?
play so hard. You guys are gonna have a tough time. That's why I'm not surprised that line's what'd you say 3.5.
Yeah.
Bengals minus 3.5.
Yeah, Coach JB was like, "Yeah, that works in like Pee Wee in high school and college, but that's not an
Yeah.
NFL coach." I'm like, "But hey, man,
We'll see what happens. I think it's gonna be a good game. Browns Chargers. Browns fall 42-47. Unbelievable game, over 1,000 yards, 20
The most
some
ridiculous
points
football
scored in the
game.
fourth
Zero.
Second most
quarter.
ridiculous football game I ever watched.
It was ridiculous, yeah. So I mean, we're up at one point. We're up 27-13. I'm feeling great. We're about to stop them on 4th down. Staley goes for it on 4th and 2 on his own 24-yard line.
that's the
They
shit
get
I
it.
like, dude. I wish Zach Taylor would do that shit. Go for it.
Nah,
Play
not
with
every
some
time.
balls." Hey, it worked out every time
I
the
mean,
Chargers were doing that shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but how
was-
often does that really happen?
And then
Like,
it doesn't work out, and
A
you'll be
lot.
like, "Fuck Zach Taylor."
No,
If
but it
we
works a
stop
lot
them-
analytically.
If we stop them on that play, it's 1st and 10 for us at their
24,
24-yard line, up by 14.
Also,
At
at
worst,
least
we
two
kick
of
a
those
field goal
plays-
and we go up by
maybe
17.
maybe not the one on the 24-yard line, but they were going for it on 4th down.
They went
like
for
a
it on 4th
majority of the
time on that drive 3 times on 4th down and got it all.
At least
every
two
time.
of them though were
Damn.
terrible calls.
They got the
Or
so
a no
the-
call, the
It was
holding.
4th and 5. They threw it up to, I think it was for Mike Williams, guarded by AJ Green, who plays for us now. Different AJ Green.
Obviously.
And he just grabs his jersey and throws him to the ground, and somehow it's pass interference on us. They get 33 yards and a 1st down. They end up getting a touchdown.
That was a weird call.
That was ridiculous.
Don't pass interference, dude.
We did it. We did it.
He was in your way.
You tell the ref that.
And then there's the one on J.C.
No, that
Treader.
one was bad.
J.C. Tretter's blocking the guy. The guy's got him around the throat. They call holding on Treader. It was absolutely unbelievable.
And then the
Don't
no
hold
call
him.
on Miles.
Yeah,
The dude's
for
literally
holding.
grabbing
they
around
literally
the neck.
tackled Miles multiple times. No call.
Hey, Rashawn Slater came out after the game
And
and told the running backs
back,
to quit chipping. I want
"Let
to
me
take this
block
dude
Miles."
one-on-one. I said, what?
On the play
What?
on the play that Miles got the sack.
Yeah, this
So
dude's a
Miles is
savage.
one-on-one with Slater. The running back chips Miles and goes out, and Miles is able to. The chip helps Miles get around Slater. He makes the sack.
Slater is
He's a
good.
dog.
He's great. He's great. And he told, I think it was Eckler. He told him, he was like, "Hey,
Don't
next
do
time
that
I'm
shit."
good.
Yeah.
Like, don't help me. I'm good."
I said
Which
against
is
Miles
insane.
Garrett. Holy
Yeah.
shit, this dude's got
All
balls
right.
on him.
I mean,
You
Miles
want
played great.
it.
He did everything he could. It sucked that we didn't have Clowney out there. We didn't have Denzel Ward. We didn't have Greg Newsome. We're out. Our top 2 cornerbacks. Our 3rd-string quarterback, Greedy Williams, was in and out of the game with getting injured, coming back in, injured, coming back in. It was ridiculous.
He is our Trey Waynes, dude. He is always hurt.
Who,
It's
Denzel
ridiculous.
Ward?
No.
No, greedy.
Denzel Ward can't stay
Oh,
healthy either,
yeah.
but Yeah, our secondary was depleted. It was AJ Green versus Mike Williams all day, and Mike Williams smoked him
Lost.
all day.
Yeah, he lost. that.
Dude, we didn't even talk
Where
to
was the
Chase.
safety? John Johnson.
We'll come back to it. John Johnson, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was a rough game defensively. We still had opportunities to win. They missed the freaking extra point.
I thought you won when that
It's
was.
42 to
fucked.
41. They haven't
Fucked.
stopped us all day. Stefanski gets tight and just doesn't know what the hell he's doing and calls some crazy ass fucking plays. We go 3 and out. They get the ball. They go score. We got lucky that we even had the opportunity at the end of the game to have a chance because
You guys pushed
Eckler's
him in the end
dumbass
zone.
didn't go down and John Johnson
He tried.
grabs
He tried.
him and pulls him into the end zone
My
for the
fantasy
touchdown.
team
But-
thanks them for
But
that.
you saw, like, Eckler tried. Like,
He didn't
hit
know
the,
what
he was
to
trying
do.
He
to
hit
go
the
down.
line, and then he just stopped. And that's
And
when he
then
grabbed him. And like,
we have 3 players just grab him and
He
throw
should've
him
just
into
fell
the
to the
end zone.
ground.
That's
They
what I
should have
thought.
took a knee.
That's what I told Connor. I'm like, that's the most Brown things ever. They just threw the
Threw
guy
the
in the
end
touchdown
zone.
to lose. But
That's why
I get what
take
they
that
were-
touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I get you're trying to give your offense time.
Right,
but-
and then we have 91 seconds, and we go check down, check down, check down. And Stefanski
You
comes
guys,
out and
I swear to God, you were. I want to see the stat on how long it takes you when you're running hurry up to get to the ball.
50 seconds.
Forever.
Between that
Fucking
first
forever,
play and the
dude.
second play was 50 seconds.
50, 5-0.
50. It went from 131 to 41.
That's ridiculous.
Y'all need to
But,
work
like,
on a 2-minute drill.
On a
But
10-yard game.
that's your team. That's not what your team's built for. Your team's to get up and just fucking wear you
Oh,
down.
yeah,
Run the ball. Run the ball.
okay,
run the
we
ball.
were up 42 to 41. Why didn't we go run, run, run? Instead, we go 2 pass plays.
That's Google. She lives behind the couch.
It's like, who
Yeah,
the hell
so-
is whispering behind me? Like,
It is what it is. We lost to a good team in the Chargers. They're a good team. Hopefully, we see them again down the line. We're 3-2. We play the Cardinals next week. They're 5-0. I mean, completely different scenarios for us and the Bengals. We both 3-2, heartbreaking losses. You guys get to play 0-5 Lions. We go play
And we gotta go play Baltimore.
5-0 Cardinals, and we play at 4. So you guys play at 1. We play at 4. Then the Steelers play on Sunday Night Football, which we'll talk about the Steelers in a moment.
hopefully that gets flexed.
No.
No, it's not going to. But yeah, so tough game next week. Tough draw. We play Cardinals. We're favored by 3. Hopefully,
you
we
guys
can
bounce back. One
Dude, I think the Bengals just worked themselves with that game. If we rattle off another win, so we play Lions, Ravens, Jets.
Jets,
If
yeah.
we win 2 out of the next 3, I think we're flexed in the Sunday Night Football at least once.
That'd be nice.
Like we
The Browns game?
Justin Herbert comes to Cincinnati like Herbert Burrow.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't want to play that one on prime time.
Is that it? Yeah.
That's-
I
not
think
a game I'd like.
honestly Joe Burrow is opposite Andy Dalton. I think he thrives in prime. I think when the stage is the biggest, the lights are the
Yeah.
biggest, that's when he plays his best ball. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think so too.
He did
But
it all
then-
through college.
Then again, I don't know if I'd mind that because our defense is a lot better than the Browns.
I wouldn't go a
That's
lot
for
better,
what?
but
What do you mean what?
We had the second-ranked defense in the NFL going into this week.
And the Chargers lit them.
But
the
after
fuck
this
up.
week, you can't.
Wait till you play the fucking Chargers. They have a
I don't
top
think we
offense
give up
in the league.
40 points.
easy.
Hey, Cheeto,
Easy.
dog. Jesse Bates, dog.
We also had our
Jesse
fourth
Bates-
fucking string cornerback play the whole
Jesse
game
Bates
yesterday.
just lost $2 million a year yesterday because he
Why
looked
is that?
awful. He's the reason they
How
had
many
a 33
missed tackles did Jesse Bates have
a ton,
yesterday?
a
least
shit
3.
ton. The Aaron Jones thing was all on. He whiffed and Von Bell whiffed, and he runs for 30 yards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
sucked.
bad.
Devontae Adams, I don't know what he was doing. He should have been deep. Devontae Adams literally just runs right past
Torched
him.
him.
Like as
Yeah,
a
there's
safety, you should
fucking
never
4
get beat over
defenders
the
running
top.
right next to him. and
Like
he just-
on a go route, as a free safety, you should never get beat high. Like if they want to throw it underneath, okay, but you should never get beat over the top.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's what happened to the Browns twice. Busted coverage because we had 2 guys on the field that haven't fucking played all year. All right. Steelers Broncos. Steelers beat the Broncos
Pittsburgh is
27 to
back.
19. Big Ben looks so fucking old.
Benny Brazzers
Ben is back.
Dude,
He's
every
jerking
ball-
off again.
Every
He,
ball
he
throws-
whacked it every quarter of that game.
Hey, Tone Diggs came out today and said Brazzers stock's up 30%. That means
He
Benny
went deep
Brazzers
to-
must be back.
to Johnson.
Go.
He
Went deep.
struck quick to Deontay Johnson. Is that 2 weeks in a row to Deontay
That
Johnson?
is
Deep
on opening drives after
Finally.
not scoring on the
That's
opening drive forever.
I was telling Jake before you got here. I'm like, that's how you know the Broncos suck is they let Ben have 2 deep balls.
Yeah.
We let
Yep.
Najee Harris ran the ball over 100 yards. After
Najee did run hard.
we're gonna end up getting that man killed
Yep.
because we don't ever take him out of the damn game.
He's got 3
We got
years
Juju
with the
killed.
He
Mountains.
has. I mean, maybe Derrick Henry, but he has to be up there in touches of all players in
That's
the
it.
NFL.
He's got-
the
for
first
sure.
game he played every single snap.
You can't do that. You
No,
cannot
that's
do
what I'm
that.
saying. He's gonna have 3 years, and then he's gonna
It's
be
the same
done.
thing
That's it.
Le'Veon Bell bitched about.
So you guys do
That's
that
why
to
he
every
wanted to be
fucking
paid.
running back you have.
We worked the shit out of him.
Well,
Here's
I
my
mean-
scenario with Ben. Ben looked decent in that game, but I think what's going to happen is with these little injuries that he's getting, they're going to end up putting him on IR, and that's how they're going to end him. Instead of just benching him, they're going to put him on IR so he goes out without being benched. Rudolph comes in, sucks the fucking place up, and we draft a quarterback in that.
Every time I
Yeah,
looked at the
Tomlin
Steelers,
says he
game,
doesn't want a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, we need one.
Yeah.
Because
or you're gonna get Rodgers apparently.
Nah.
him
Yeah,
and Rodgers
shit.
had a little man crush going on.
Rodgers is going to Denver, dude. I don't care what. Him and Elway were having dinner, and he tried everything he could to get to Denver this past year.
That's true.
I think he wants to
Yeah.
live in Colorado. He's got his little hippie motto going on.
He does have a
And
weird
he
vibe going on.
talks like yes, and it drives
yeah,
me
he
fucking
sounds like
insane.
he's chilling.
Anyways, back to the Steelers. I think we can beat the Seahawks next week.
I think so. Yeah,
With
you're playing
Geno
Geno fucking
Smith.
Smith.
Yeah, don't
man.
take that
Fuck.
back.
I
You're
think
playing
we
Geno
beat the
Smith.
Seahawks, and we're back.
Breaking news,
And
man.
we're
They
back.
can beat Geno Smith.
I don't know, man.
Geno
Geno
Smith
looked
looked
for
good.
a drive there.
Geno Smith did look good.
Then he threw a pick
He
and they
did.
lost.
And then he looked
Okay.
bad.
His receiver fell down. Tyler Lockett.
I mean, he hasn't played football
Yeah,
in
that's
like
a
3
that's a
years.
complete pass if he doesn't fall down.
Yeah.
Who was that last team he played for? The Jets?
No,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
played for some.
When I saw G.
Broncos,
Smith, I'm
maybe?
like,
No.
No, I think it was the Jets.
it was a.
Or did he
Jets.
play for
He
the
didn't go anywhere
Broncos
in
for a little
between?
bit?
he played for.
He might have went to the
the
Broncos.
Jets.
No, I
Or
think
was
he
it
backed up
somebody
Darnold
else?
at the Jets.
Yeah.
He did for a while.
He went to the Chargers for 1 year.
That's what it was.
That was it?
Chargers.
Oh, he went to the Giants too.
Giants.
That's a hell
That's
of a
what
trade.
it was. That was his last start, right? It was the Giants.
He went Jets, Giants, Chargers, Seahawks.
Nice.
A year at each place except for
I didn't even know he was still
3
in the
with the
league,
Jets.
to be honest.
I didn't
until
until
he
he ran
shot
out
it
there, and I was like,
oh shit.
Juju's done for the year.
Juju's shoulder injury. I've seen that man cry more this year than I've seen my own son cry.
Jesus.
He's
Well,
a
that's
little
what
bitch.
happens when Ben can only throw it 4 yards and he gets fucking lit up by linebackers
shoulda
every
went
time
to
he catches
Kansas
the
City.
ball.
It was
Yeah.
only a matter. I think Juju definitely regrets staying in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Yeah, he could have been in.
It
dude,
was-
he could be in
yeah.
Kansas
Could've
City
been
with
Kansas
Patrick
City.
Mahomes.
I think
What's
it
wrong
was
with
Gordon,
him?
Kansas
Or
City
Baltimore.
and Baltimore were the
Yeah.
two top
Baltimore.
runners, and he chose Pittsburgh to play with Ben.
Yeah, what a
and then,
dumbass.
I mean, you saw it last week. I feel like they were going to kill each other.
Imagine
Well,
the
and he didn't-
TikToks they
he
could have
didn't
made.
play
with
well.
Time for
Kansas City.
TikTok.
He didn't play well either, so he only signed a 1-year deal, right?
He's
Yeah,
done
he's
in
a free
Pittsburgh.
agent.
He's
He
a
will
free
not.
agent.
He will not wear.
but
those
he just
Steelers
lost a
uniforms.
ton of money because his numbers weren't good.
He is a slot receiver, and that's
Got
all
one
he proved
touchdown.
himself.
Has one
Uh,
touchdown and like maybe 100-something yards.
Matt,
Yeah, he's not. Chase Claypool though, he
Dude,
looks
Good game
good.
yesterday.
I'm not necessarily sure the Bengals just haven't had a continuous bounty on him because they
On
damn near-
Juju?
Yeah, they damn
Oh
near
yeah,
killed
you
him this year.
guys. I feel like you were out
I
to
think
kill
we'll
that poor man.
forever
Von
hate
Bell hit him so hard on the
You
sideline.
almost
when we
knocked the
played
purple
them
hair
again.
out of him.
Oh, he lit up. Was it AJ Dillon yesterday too?
Oh,
on
yeah.
that
Oh yeah, he
touchdown?
fucked him up.
Wow.
Dude,
I love
my
Von
favorite
Bell.
one though was Aaron Jones or whoever, and Mike Hilton just busts through the first receiver and just destroys them
screen?
on the screen.
Yeah, I do. remember that.
Cheeto Bayawuzie did the same shit.
No, Chase Claypool's our future.
Yeah, he is.
I
He's
like
good.
Deontay Johnson too.
Yeah, he's
James
pretty
Washington,
Can't
get the
stand
fuck out.
Claypool.
good. I mean,
Yeah.
if you had a quarterback that could air the ball out, I mean, that might be
it is
pretty good.
official though. Matt can no longer go to Steelers games, right?
Last 5 we've lost. Didn't go this week and we won.
Yep, there it is. Can't
So,
go to anymore.
I'd quit going to games.
I was gonna go this
you going
week.
Sunday
but
night next week?
I was going to, but I'm not now.
You're not
You're
gonna
not gonna go to
They
the Sunday
switched
night
my
game?
schedule around, so now
Oh.
I work.
Oh, that sucks.
No running.
Who they
game for
play
you.
next week?
Seattle Sunday night
Oh,
football.
yeah.
We just
Easy
went over
win.
that.
We're back in the AFC. Gonna be on top here in a couple weeks. Pittsburgh is back.
Seattle got 2 primetime games in a row.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sunday night, Monday night,
Thursday night.
You go from Thursday night to
or
Sunday
Thursday night. Yeah. What? Wait. What?
The Seattle
Thursday
one,
night to
Thursday
Sunday
to
night. Oh.
Sunday night. Yeah. So our schedule gets a little bit better because we got we got the Cardinals, which sucks, and then we go Broncos, which are frauds.
fraud.
Then we
Yeah, they're
go
not good at all.
Broncos, Steelers,
Cincinnati.
Bengals, Lions. So
Jesus Christ.
I still stand by if Pittsburgh
But,
wins
like,
this year.
so
If we
Cody-
make any run, it's
yeah.
our defense.
So Cody made the point like the Bengals schedule gets tough, but I was looking at it now. I mean, it doesn't look as bad as what I thought to start.
no,
the
your
Because
year.
we
last
look
like
better.
6 games though. Like your
No,
last.
it's really
like
just
the,
the Chargers,
the Niners. I
Kansas
think
City.
the Niners
The
are
Niners are
like
okay.
they're not super impressive. The Chiefs have not. I mean, their defense
Yeah.
is pathetic.
After
like,
what we did with the Packers, we might have a shot with the
Packers
Chiefs.
struggle on defense too.
we have the Raiders. Like that
Raiders
doesn't
aren't
scare
good.
me that bad
Yep, I agree.
anymore.
We have
So,
the Raiders.
I mean,
as well.
we have Chargers tough, Ravens tough, Chiefs. You guys last game, but it's not as bad as I originally expected it to be.
We've played a lot better.
The Chiefs are not. I mean, now Edwards-Alaire's out.
Done.
Tyreek Hill's probably out.
Fantasy team.
Tyreek's out.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
got a knee injury.
Knee injury.
Oh,
Tyreek
really?
Hill's out.
And if
I went to
Connor's
the-
like, no, I'm really not going to win a game.
No, I don't
Do you
have
have
him.
him?
No.
Or you had him last year?
I kept
didn't you?
Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin Cook's out, so it doesn't fucking matter.
He never. I have him in my other league. He never plays. It's like every other week, you just flip a coin if he's going to play or
Mixon,
not.
Cook, McCaffrey, and Jacobs
Mixon
are
will be
always good
100%
for an
this
injury.
week.
Yeah, he'll be good.
Mixon looked great yesterday. He hit
Yeah, I
that
don't think-
cut back,
he didn't
and I
take
was
a lot
like,
The
of
touchdown run was sick.
I was like, why didn't he play the whole
He
game?
cut on the ankle. He hurt. I'm like,
And broke that other dude's ankle.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said.
he embarrassed that dude.
Oh,
there
and
was
Barkley.
there was one point at probably 3:45 yesterday, the end of the 1 o'clock games, and I have 4 TVs up, and I'm like looking at Connor, I was like, we don't have enough TVs. There's too many. All the games are close right now. I don't know what to do. The Steelers game got close at the end. The Lions Vikings got close. The Bengals and Packers were close. The Panthers and the Eagles got close.
Fuck
There's
the
Or then
Panthers.
the Saints and Washington were close at the end too. It's just, or
then-
no, then Patriots and Texans were close too.
Yeah, they
dude,
won
I
a-
think the
won a second
Vikings are
field goal.
frauds at this point. Honestly,
Yeah,
The Vikings are
But they had
always
the number
frauds.
one offense the first 3 weeks.
Yeah. They.
and then
I
it's
mean,
like Kirk
they should've
Cousins
beat-
stinks, dude.
whoever. in the
They
game
should have
they
beat the
missed.
Cardinals. They
Yeah.
beat the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Greg
pretty
Joseph
much.
just missed a 30-yard field goal. Like you can't
Okay,
make
then
that
we
shit
beat
up.
the fucking Packers. Then, if that's
No,
the case,
the Packers
Not,
beat
he didn't
us
miss a
'cause-
30-yard field
it's
goal.
a
He
49
missed
yarder.
every field goal.
And then they had how many field goals did they miss? You can't compare that one.
Yeah.
And then the Vikings, they lost. Who else did? Oh, they almost beat you guys week 1.
And we beat him in overtime.
Yeah.
Who?
How about all 3 of your home games have been overtime? Is that right?
No.
No, the
Or
Jacksonville
they
game
came
did
down
not.
to
To a field
to a
goal,
kick
yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Vikings game came down to a kick. The
Fuck,
Jaguars
Miss
game.
Fearsome might
and
win
then-
Rookie of the Year.
Shit, that belongs to
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
baby.
he's got that locked up at this point.
right now.
Whoa,
It'll be him
Najee
and
Harris
I don't know who
might
else.
start
No.
cooking.
No.
No,
I mean, you're giving the ball to him
Najee
8,000
Harris was
times.
like fifth.
Offensive
might.
rookie of the year, and then
Yes.
JOK will win defensive.
No,
player
it'll
of
be
the year.
Asante Samuel Jr.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Dak is going to
No.
win comeback player.
No,
of the year.
JOK's played
Unfortunately,
really,
that's a-
really
Is-
good.
that's a
Have
lot.
they came out
Burrow
about
should
his
win it.
throat contusion?
He came back today. He's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So that must,
It must
like
be a
from what
precautionary
from
thing.
the podcast I listened to, so they had a doctor on, and he said what it is if there is a fracture to some there you can fracture like
He
your
like bruised
esophagus.
his.
It
Yeah.
just swells up.
No, they said if you fracture it, like you cannot have contact because it can literally crush your windpipe or your voice box. So
Oh,
like
fuck.
if that happened, like that's why they take it so serious and you go to the hospital, like you have to get a CT scan.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that
They said
sucked
he
for
like
me.
bruised it or whatever, and it's just going to be tough for him to talk.
Well, what was encouraging before they said he was fine is Jamar Chase was like, yeah, he left and he didn't sound hoarse or anything. And like normally with that kind of injury, because I went on Google and I was like, yo,
I
what
feel like
the
you
fuck
would-
is this?
So Burrow
He's
didn't
like-
do a press conference or anything.
Well, that's
No.
how everybody found out is he's obligated to talk.
Right.
And so the Bengals like media director came out and said, "Look, Joe Burrow's on his way to the hospital. It's precautionary. Throat contusion. He's not going to do his obligated
Right.
media time today."
He spent the night there too.
No, he didn't.
No.
He
No.
got
Check
released
out.
last night.
I
They were
thought he
just
got
late
released
getting-
today.
Yeah.
Imagine you're
Losing.
working in the hospital and like here comes Joe
Yeah.
Burrow in the ER.
in uniform.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
No, they said he was in street clothes.
Helmet on and everything.
All right,
I got to get back for the fourth quarter. You guys
All
got
right. Wrap this shit up.
Fix my contusion. Hurry up.
Jamar Chase is good though. He arguably is the best
He's a
receiver in the
dog.
AFC North right now.
Yes,
Honestly,
sir.
Best receiver in the AFC North.
Dude,
Hey,
I would-
hey,
he's got
I-
almost 500 yards and 5
Hey, your boy
touchdowns.
Kenner
not
gave the
OBJ.
Bengals the best receiving core in the North.
I'd say Jamar Chase. You could argue that for sure. I don't know about your whole core though. I mean, Tyler Boyd dropped a couple
Core.
balls too.
He only
Jamar-
had, he didn't have, no,
No.
he didn't. T.
T.
Higgins.
Higgins.
Higgins dropped.
T dropped
Okay,
one
that's
for
what I
his
said.
first
Tyler
game
Boyd played
back.
pretty
That
good.
was
He's been
the
out for
worst
2
thing we
weeks.
did is Tyler Boyd didn't have a target in the first half.
That's
How-
what it was.
Yeah.
Tyler Boyd didn't have a first
How-
catch till like the third
How do you
quarter. or
not
something.
target Tyler Boyd? I
He's
mean,
the third down guy.
We just
Like, what are we
Browns. We
doing?
need Jarvis Landry back. Our offense
for
runs
sure.
through
Dude,
him.
I don't know what it
He's-
is with OBJ, but
Dude,
I
He
know
just
trade
fucking
him.
dropped the ball right in his
but
hands.
him and Baker are so out of sync. Like it's
I
almost
think
kind
they-
of weird.
I think they don't like each other.
I
Because
don't-
I noticed.
Oh,
hold on,
I
before
don't
you
think
go
they
on,
like each other at all.
I noticed during the game it like cut to Baker on the sideline and he was talking to the offense and OBJ's just sitting there like not even looking at him.
I don't
Like,
know
he just
what
looked pissed
OBJ's
off.
problem.
I think
is.
he's
I don't
on that
think he
team
likes
because of
football.
Jarvis.
Like he got an attitude big time in Minnesota. Like I could see in his body
Yeah.
language on the field. Like
Which that's fair. Baker missed him, but like this week,
Dude, he
Baker put it
dropped it.
right.
It was a
I mean, he
touchdown.
put it
Trade
right here
him.
for
Yeah,
a
that was a
touchdown.
That's what I'm
And you
saying,
dropped
dude.
it.
I've
Damn
said
near.
this for going on 2 years now.
Trade
Trade that motherfucker.
how
I
much? What's left on
I
his
agree.
contract?
This is last year.
So I
Oh.
don't.
No,
think,
I don't think it is actually. I don't think.
I
it
think
is.
he
he
has
had
one
one
more
more.
I
year.
think it is one more, but I don't think he plays another year.
I don't think he finished the season with it.
I'd trade him
I don't think he's that good.
ASAP.
I know he makes outstanding
shitty
catches,
thing is-
but
like he's fast, but he's a lot smaller than I thought he was.
He seems to be drama. Everywhere
Well,
he goes.
that's another thing Kendra was saying. There's
Like when he
nobody
beat
on
up
the
that kicking
Browns
net.
wide receiving core that's like a burner, like somebody to go deep to.
OBJ could be, but him and Baker just are
Well,
so
he said
off-sync.
he's not as fast as he is anymore, and I was like, okay, what about the Anthony Schwartz dude they drafted from Auburn? He's supposed to be like a freaking track star.
Yeah, which he is. He's looked
Baltimore
great.
would probably take OBJ. They'd
Take
probably go
him.
after him.
Take him. We're not going to do an inter-conference trade though.
No, nobody's.
Yeah,
That's who.
Nobody
would-
in the North
That's
right
who I
now.
think would go after him the most.
Then they better send a first round trade.
No, I want Mark Andrews or I want fucking
Andrews.
Hollywood.
You got Hooper and Njoku. And
That's
Njoku
true.
had a
And Joe-
great day
Chief-
yesterday.
Chief's a beast, dude. Chief is a monster. He looks really good. All right, let's look ahead to next week. Connor, you wanted to do something? What did you say you wanted to do?
Before you
just talk
guys-
about MVP favorites. Who you guys think?
Okay,
Who you like?
MVP. So pick your MVPs. So
My
AFC,
top-
NFC. AFC, NFC.
All right, well, that's easy.
Easy.
My
Go ahead, Connor.
I had two. My NFC is Kyler.
Yep.
AFC is Josh Allen.
Yep.
I think we can all agree on Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I'll go different. I'll go different just
Who?
to be different. I'm going to go Herbert, and
Herbert.
I will go, I think by the end of this, projecting forward, I will say Herbert, and I will say Stafford.
That's so.
Ooh.
Mine is Josh Allen, Herbert, flip a coin, and Stafford.
Josh Allen and Kyler.
See, for NFC, you can go. It's either Stafford or Kyler Murray. I can't pick between one. It's going to be one or the other.
I pick Kyler over.
You got to pick
Stafford
Murray
every
because you
day.
beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only reason I would pick that right now. But Stafford can come back and do it. And for the
Phase
AFC,
up.
nobody. Josh Allen.
I feel
really.
like Tom
That's it.
Brady can sneak in there.
He should be MVP
Just
every
because of
year.
his
Aaron
name.
Rodgers could probably stick.
Five
He kinda
fucking
solidified.
touchdowns yesterday.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
touchdowns.
I
His
mean,
first-
they keep winning at his age. I could see
No.
him winning.
It's
What
the
do you-
first
hold on,
game
what
of
do you say?
his career. Tom Brady's first time in his career, he threw 5 touchdowns
That's
and
not true.
400 yards.
Really?
Oh, never mind.
In the same game, 400 yards, 5 touchdowns in the same
He has
game.
4
That's
games.
the first time he's ever done that?
He has 4 games where he's thrown 5 touchdowns, 4 or 5, and they've all come after the age of 40.
Damn.
It's insane.
Dude, they
It's ridiculous.
just they look so much more beatable than I thought they would.
They
Yeah.
do, but at the
They
same
do,
time,
and ESPN keeps having them higher and higher in the ranks, and I
Like I think they look so much more beatable even than they did last year.
they're
early.
banged up
Their
defensively.
defense isn't as good.
They're banged up defensively.
Especially in the secondary. And that's why they went and got Richard Sherman.
But look at their
But he's
offense.
got
I mean, you've
torch,
got
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Godwin, Evans, Gronk, Brown,
Brown, yeah.
Fournette. It's ridiculous.
plus you have those guys you've never heard of like
Scotty
Scotty Miller and
That's what always pissed me off about Brady. He would
Giovanni
pick up all
Bernard.
these fucking no
He had a
names.
touchdown
and-
yesterday.
Drew,
Oh,
how'd
yeah,
you forget Gio?
Yeah,
Gio had a
Gio.
touchdown yesterday.
Gio is worth every penny you pay him. In
I
pass
didn't even know he
protection.
played for
Yep.
Tampa.
He is the
Yep.
best pass protecting block in football.
I
He's
miss that dude
good.
so much.
So
dude.
good out of the backfield catching balls, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Bengals miss him alone in pass blocking
And we
as a running
re-signed
back.
Shamaze Pirine.
He was
Well,
your leading
some-
rusher
Can't
yesterday.
block for
Well,
shit.
him and Jackson Carmen got put
Isn't
on the
he
COVID
hurt
list
now
this
too?
morning.
Yeah,
Which
COVID.
makes zero
The
sense
COVID
to me.
list,
Like,
yeah.
how do you play yesterday and then you're on the COVID list at 7 o'clock
not
this
good.
morning?
Now
Yeah.
the whole team's gonna be.
But they're
on
both
COVID.
vaccinated, so they can if they test negative.
Two
for-
negatives, they're good
3
in
days,
24
yeah.
hours.
Right.
So I mean, that really is like you miss a couple practices, but the testing. I
If
don't
they
know.
don't have it.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. How do you test negative yesterday, then you're positive this morning? With no symptoms.
That's COVID, baby.
It's COVID. It's the game.
It's COVID, baby.
It'll sneak up on you.
Well, get your
Only after 10 o'clock at night.
That's what sucked last year. You get COVID, you're out 2 weeks, bam, 2 games.
Yeah.
We played the freaking Jets with no receivers on our roster. I mean, you can't make that shit up.
Still won the game, didn't you?
No, we lost
they
23
lost.
to 20.
Jeez, y'all said the Jets. You guys suck.
With
Yeah.
no, we played a football game with no receivers. We had receivers running
You
routes
just-
in the parking garage.
You guys
before
would
the
have
game.
played better. You would have won.
Who was it? Was
We
it
beat the
last
shit
week?
out of you 2
Who
weeks
was
in a
it
row.
last week that had none of their starting
Way to
receivers?
remind me, Dick.
There was an
I
NFL
don't-
team that was out their 3 top receivers last week.
Yeah,
and I forget
then.
who it was.
Miami, right?
No,
No.
Who does Miami
The
have?
Broncos
3
didn't
top
have-
receivers?
The Broncos didn't have a quarterback at one point.
Yeah, that
This
was
was last year. We're talking about last year.
this year.
I don't know
Who
what you're
was
talking
this
about.
year?
I don't
Was
know.
it the Titans? Because they didn't have
It was
Julio,
the Titans.
AJ
Julio,
Brown.
AJ Brown, and somebody else was
Yeah.
out.
Well, they all sucked.
And
this
they
year
lost to
anyway.
the Jets just like we did.
Yeah.
Gee, many
That's when the
Christmas.
Jets capitalized.
Yeah.
The receiver core's out. They're gonna win.
They're gonna
Jets
beat
got
your
your game
ass.
plan.
They-
Take out the
take out the
wide
receiver.
Hold
You
on,
got
I'm
receivers.
changing. MVP is Derrick Henry. That dude single-handedly puts that whole
Yeah.
team on. If you're
Holy
talking
fuck,
literally
dude.
the most valuable player,
I
But
agree,
that-
but they don't
you
pick
take
to
him
a
out of the
team,
game.
and you literally think of the meaning. Derrick Henry is the most valuable player because they suck if he's not there.
You can say the
That's
same
true.
thing about Carolina and McCaffrey though.
Not
There's
as
some
bad.
Darnold's
Not as
pretty
bad.
good.
Not as
Chuba,
bad,
Chuba
but-
Hubbard still rushed for 100 yards.
McCaffrey also doesn't play more than 3 games at a time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he dies and comes back. And
Does he come back though?
He's coming back next week.
he's back.
Oh, really?
He's going to be
Allegedly.
started in my lineup.
He's rushing his
Oh.
hamstring.
Then the
and
week after that, he's going to be
Yeah.
out.
the first
Yep.
time he
Yeah.
cuts, it's
Hey,
gonna
you rush
pop
a
again.
hammy,
And
dude. You can fuck up your Achilles.
He'll play
and
2
shit.
quarters next week.
As long as he gets me about 80 points, I'm good.
until he runs the screen and plants that leg. And
Ugh.
Good night.
Ooh.
Anybody see Daniel
Sleeper-
Jones
Hold on,
get
sorry.
knocked the
Before
fuck
we,
out?
Yeah, that was fucking. Yeah,
Yeah.
we talk about that. That's fine. The same game. I want to talk about the same game.
Oh, is that when he got up and was falling?
He tried to
Yeah.
walk and
I
he
thought he was
falling
drunk.
down. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, did he trip or?
what
Yeah.
concussion? He got hit. That
Oh yeah.
hard?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
started
God.
walking
Yeah.
by
Hard it
himself
off.
and just started stumbling like he was drunk.
Looked like he was leaving the bar.
He
Yeah.
got hit. He like led with his head and his neck was just like.
The ref like
Who's
ran
their
over and
backup?
grabbed
Well,
him
they
and
were
like
they
made
were
him
all
sit down.
pointing at him like, you got to get him right now, and then he like stumbles, and everybody's like, oh shit.
And then
No.
Saquon Barkley just running away from, like the play is way over here. He's just running, like watching the play. Steps on the Giants guy's freaking ankle, rolls his ankle terribly.
It's
bad.
another guy that can't stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean it's just bad luck.
Saquon.
Saquon, yeah.
Yeah, I saw the picture of his ankle when they had his shoe off. I'm like,
Bad.
Bro.
I'm like, that fucker's broke.
I'm
It was
telling
bad.
you, that's what my ankle looked like after a day at Sky Zone, fucking messing
Okay.
around on a trampoline.
Jake at Sky
Fuck
Zone,
Sky
Saquon playing NFL
No,
football.
but
Yeah.
seriously,
Same thing.
on.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Jake
same
will
thing.
never jump again.
Yeah,
No, literally.
Saquon. I'm gonna draft
Oh,
him.
you were
in,
out for like 2
retired.
weeks, so we can expect Saquon to be back for like 2 weeks.
But
Right?
shit, not cutting and running in an NFL game. Get out of here.
But I'm with you on Sky Zone. Fuck that place.
So what I
Fuck that
wanted to-
place.
yeah.
I'm retired.
They got the got Matt's ACL at
I
Sky Zone.
fucking yeah.
Oh, see?
But what I want to talk about was Dak. I think Dak could be an MVP candidate
Yeah.
at the NFC as well.
Comeback player of the year.
He's
As much
definitely
as
comeback
as
player,
much
yeah.
as I'd like it to be Joe Burrow, it's gonna be Dak, unless Dak completely shits the bed or Joe Burrow just
I
completely
forgot
goes on
Burrow
a
was
tear.
even out.
Unless they like give Dak MVP and then Burrow
Yeah.
come back. I don't know how it works or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Can,
possible.
I guess if you win MVP, you,
You would definitely be the comeback player of the
Right.
year.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Just
they
win
do
it
both,
all.
yeah.
I don't know if they do it, but
All right, that's all I got. You guys got anything else? We'll
Nope.
talk again next week after week 6. Hopefully, it's a little less stressful than this week was.
Shit, I hope. Me and Drew lost like 2 years off our lives yesterday.
yeah. It was
I
bad.
texted him, told him we're about to stroke out. He said we'll hold hands together. Fucking die.
That's cute.
Let's play the game.
Aw.
Who's going to look dumb tomorrow? Who do you guys got tonight's game? When everybody's listening to this podcast, the results
I hope
already
the
in.
fucking Colts, but the
Lamar is
But it'll
going to
be
have
Ravens.
400 yards,
Hold on.
3
Oh, my
touchdowns.
God.
Marquez Brown is going to have 3 touchdowns. Justin Tucker's going to kick a 70-yard
Lamar's
field goal.
gonna roll his ankle
But
walking
the
into
Colts
the
are going to
stadium.
win.
All right, here you go. Baltimore minus 7.5. What do you got?
I got Colts.
Jordan,
You
minus
definitely-
7.5.
You definitely take the Ravens.
Jake.
Yeah, I'll
No.
go with the Ravens.
Night games are
yeah, I'm
close.
smashing -7.5.
Night games are close.
Ravens by a million.
Unfortunately,
Night
I'm
games
going to
are
go.
close.
I'm going to go Baltimore.
All
I'm gonna
right.
say
Indy's-
Lamar's gonna.
I don't
have-
know
I'll
if I'm
bet you
taking
all
that
$5.
I don't
Hey,
think
Jake.
that's 7.5.
Right here,
but-
do this.
If that was a 7.5 on a
And
Thursday
eat
night
your
game,
words, because Carson Wentz sucks.
Man, he's got
Carson
two
Carson
sprained
Wentz
ankles.
fucking
I can go
atrocious.
out there and play better than Carson Wentz.
I'm gonna say
He
Lamar
sucks.
Jackson's gonna have 100 yards rushing tonight.
No, I hope
Hey, will you
Lamar's
take that
out.
back if they
But
fuck
he's
the
gonna-
Ravens up tonight? If he fucks
I will
the
take it.
Ravens
I
up?
will eat my words.
All right, that's
gonna
all
have
I
to
needed
take-
to hear.
Because that's all everybody in here needs.
I
is
need
a
We
to
win.
are
walk it
we
to
are
him.
all
Yeah.
Colts
I'm
fans
ready
tonight.
for it.
Let's go Colts.
Walk it to
Let's go
him.
shoot.
Putting
go
all of our
Wentz.
chips on freaking Carson
In
Wentz.
Baltimore.
Don't love that. so.
No.
Hopefully Pat's. Oh, they're in Baltimore.
In
I
Baltimore.
say hopefully he's there ringing the
Dude,
bell.
like a guy at work is a Colts fan, and he was like, "You don't understand. Carson Wentz was like our Joe Burrow. We thought like our savior's here."
Completely.
As-
Hey,
as-
relax with that shit.
as
Joe
close
Burrow will
as
never be Carson
Indianapolis
Wentz like
is,
that.
I don't know any Colts fans.
I know
They're
a few.
not. there's not as many around here as you would
mean,
think
they were
there
an
should
They
hour
all
be.
away.
disappeared
Yeah.
after Peyton Manning.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah, they all became Denver
Like
Broncos
it's,
Broncos
it's
fans,
30
yeah.
miles further to get to Cincinnati than to Indy from here, and you see no Colts
Yeah.
fans.
Is it
That
really?
is weird.
No, there's no way.
It's 90 miles to
Miles.
Indianapolis.
Connor, it's an hour to get to the Paul Brown Stadium. It's an hour and 25
half.
minutes
It's
to
2
get
hours
to.
to get to Indy.
No, it's not.
It
Is it
takes
2
me
hours?
45
I just drove there
minutes to
last
get to
year. It
Cincinnati.
took like an
Yeah,
hour and
Cincinnati's
30
To get to
only
Paul
about-
Brown Stadium from
It
your
takes
house
me
takes 45 minutes.
45 minutes. yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no, it
It only
doesn't
takes
take
me
an
about
hour to
45
get to
minutes.
Cincinnati.
It only takes
it
me
takes
30
45
minutes to get
minutes
to work.
Yeah, 45 minutes to
45
Cincinnati.
minutes. Like 45
2
minutes
hours
to
to
get to
Indianapolis.
Cincinnati.
There is
About 2
0% chance that from Jake's house in Kettering,
Yeah.
you can leave his house in Kettering and get to Paul
If there's-
Brown Stadium,
if
to
there's
the
no
stadium,
traffic.
No.
Yeah.
to the parking garage at Paul Brown
If there's
Stadium.
no traffic.
in
Well,
40
nobody
if
said
to
we're
the
doing this.
Parking
there's no-
garage. I
but
can
there
get in
is.
front of Paul Brown Stadium within 45 minutes, but getting a
Yeah.
fucking parking spot is different. And then you're talking about like an hour and 15.
It's a
Yeah.
49-minute further drive to get to Indianapolis than it is from Paul
Okay,
Brown.
there you go.
Extra hour,
There you go.
as I said.
Still,
No, extra
Just about.
50.
within that proximity, you would think there'd be
My
more
bad.
49
Colts.
minutes in my book.
Jesus Christ.
So that's about the same.
You're
as
doing
the-
about
49
90,
minutes,
about
that means it's
46
about
minutes.
37 for me.
That's like the same as like Cleveland, pretty much, and you got more Browns fans.
No,
than-
Cleveland's
Cleveland.
3 hours
Cleveland's
and 20 minutes.
yeah,
Cleveland's almost,
almost
yeah.
4 hours when you hit traffic.
320. Yep.
Pittsburgh's 4.
320 there, 4 to get back. All right, that's the show. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, it's a better week.
Sure, you don't want to argue at distance or somewhere else.
Detroit next week. That shit's gonna take you 5.5 hours.
I think it's going to
5
take you
hours.
about 9
Kidding.
hours.
2 hours.
It's 10 minutes less
It's
than
3 hours.
It's
2
we
hours,
looked it
my
up yesterday.
asshole.
2 hours and 50. 2
hours
hours and
Toledo,
50
I
minutes.
just drove it.
We just looked this
2
up
hours and 50
yesterday or
minutes.
last week.
week.
3
we did.
hours.
It's 10
and
minutes,
10
less than Cleveland.
Yeah, Cody looked it up last week.
Thank you.
Why?
Because we had this exact same conversation.
Because they were talking about going.
2
It was-
hours.
It's 10
I
minutes.
thought about
It's
going,
10
but I don't
minutes
know.
less. It was like 319 versus 309 to get to Detroit.
Yeah.
All right, that's the show. We'll see you guys next week. Go Browns. Everybody stay safe. Be good.
Pittsburgh's
Be nice to
back.
each other.
What do we?
Who day?
Um,
Drew's
ELE.
Googling.
Everybody loves
Okay.
everybody.
we'll see you.